Hello students, today we are going to learn locus and straight lines of class 11th coordinate geometry. Before we go to the direct lecture, let us have a recap of what we have read in 10th class and understand quickly, revise our earlier knowledge on coordinate geometry before going into locus and straight lines. Okay, let us see the schematic. Let us see this. Suppose this is our coordinates. This is 0, 0, we know. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. Now, any point can be represented in this plane. Say it is 2, 2, or it can be 3, 5, whatever. Any point can be represented on this is again -5, -4, or this can be -5, +4. See, this is x-axis positive, y-axis positive, y-axis negative. X positive, x negative. Okay, we can represent in any form. Now let us see the locus. Locus is set of points. Set of points to satisfy a condition. To satisfy a condition. Let us say I want a condition that y is 4 irrespective of x. This is y-axis and suppose say this is 4. So y is 4 irrespective of x. So x1, y4, x2, y4, x anything y4. X minus 1, y4, x minus 2, y4, anything. So this is y is 4. This line represents the locus of points where the condition is y is 4. So we talk in theory, this is locus. When we represent in an equation, this is straight line. So this is straight line equation. The locus is the set, defining the set. So let us see, y is -4. This is y is 0. Y is 0. So whenever we have to find out what are the intercepts of coordinate axis, we have to put 0 of that respect to x. Suppose I want what is the intercept of x axis of an equation. So I'll put y is 0 in that equation. So I'll get what is x. That's why how we to solve a system ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We put y as 0. Then we solve for x. These x2 coordinates we will solve. So whenever I put y is 0, I'll get intercept on x. This line has intercept on x. It has 2 stone because it is a degree of 2. It has 2 roots. So that is why, suppose I want to intercept on y-axis, then I put x is 0. So y is c. So if you say minus c, I'll put this is minus c. So like that, whenever I have to find intercept on y-axis or x-axis, I have to put other axis 0 so that I'll get intercepts. Okay, now we'll see. Let us see locus of point where it's a circle around 3, 2 with a unit of 4 centimeter. Let's say from here you draw a 4 centimeter, and you draw a circle. So this circle is locus of points with the center 3, 2 and distance 4 centimeters from the center. So it is a circle, all right, 4 centimeters. Is it limited or unlimited points? Limited or unlimited point. Let us see a locus of line where x is equal to y. Here is x is equal to y. 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, minus 2, 2. So the x is equal to 5. Y is equal to x. So locus of point where y-axis is equal to x-axis. So here is this line finite or infinite number of points? It will go to both sides infinity. And what about this point? Whether this number of points are infinite or finite, still it is infinite. Because if I take 4 quadrants, there are 4 sets, 4 sections. If I take theta degree, there are 360 degrees because this is 2 pi, 360 degrees. So as this theta goes to 0, I'll get infinite points. Infinite point. So even though it appears finite, but as far as locus is concerned, is infinite points of sets of a distance 4 centimeter from the center. Even though this is also infinite, this is also infinite for point of view. If I define a sector, then it is finite. If I define a degree as a sector, then it is 360 degrees. If I define pi by 2 as a sector, it has 4 into pi by 2 sectors. But if I define point is 0, so that it has infinite. Even though a small line, it has infinite points. Okay, this is the difference between a straight line is an equation, locus is a set of points. Locus can be anything. It can be a parabola, it can be an hyperbola. So locus can be anything. That we will study later. But locus is a condition satisfying the points, and straight line is of the straight equations. Okay, let us come down to straight line revision. Suppose there is this line is y is x. That means what? Say 1 biscuit is equal to 1 rupee. So if I find 10 biscuits, this is 10 rupees. Y is rupees, x is number of biscuits. 10, put 20, 20, 30, 30. So here is the equation is y is equal to x. Y is equal to x. That means here y units need not be same. Here unit is rupee, here unit is number. So what we are multiplying with number, we are multiplying with rate. Rate of rupees per one number. So when I multiply rate of rupees with one number get cancelled, I will get rupees, which is y axis. Y is equal to rate into number. This rate, in this case, we call it as slope. What we call it as slope, m. M into x axis. Y is equal to m into x. If m is 1, then becomes y is x. That means number of 1 rupee per biscuit. Slope is 1 rupee per biscuit. Or slope can be 10 rupees per chocolate. Anything. M can be anything. Depending on that, we get slope. So this is, we have the equation of y is equal to mx. What is m? M is nothing but slope. Slope is same. When a straight line is there, slope is same. If you see here, what is slope? Dy by dx. What is dy here? From 20 to, this is 30, this is 20, this is 20 line, this is 30 line. So difference is 10. What is x difference? 20 to 30, 10. So 10 by 10 is equal to 1. Let us see what is slope here. Y is 10, x is also 10. 10 by 10 is equal to 1. So everywhere the slope is same in a straight line. Suppose if you come down here, let us see here minus 10, minus 10. What is minus 10? Instead of purchasing of chocolate, I am selling biscuit. Here I am selling biscuit, I am not purchasing, I am selling. So I will get 10 rupees. Instead of spending, I am getting 10 rupees. So that is we represent spending as plus and receipt as minus. So meaning is same. 10 into 10, slope is same. Here 10 by 10. What is dy? Dy is minus 10. What is dx? Dx is minus 10. So that is 1. Slope is 1. So the slope is basically the rate, and rate is fixed for a straight line. So y is equal to mx is a slope which is going through origin. Suppose irrespective of my purchase, I have to pay 10 rupees. I have to pay the market fees 10 rupees. So y is 10 I put. When x is 0, y is 10. This line is going like this is y is equal to mx plus 10. M is again slope, the rate. M is always rate or slope. But 10 is I have to pay basic charges. So y is equal to mx plus 10. When I put x is 0, what is y? Y is 10. When I put y is 0, what is x? X is equal to minus 10 by m. This point is minus 10 by m. So these are the intercepts of the axis. Whereas x is equal to, when x is 0, y is 10. when y is 0, x is minus 10 by m. So this can be represented as, this point can be represented as 0, 10. This can be represented as minus 10 by m, 0. So these are the intercepts of the x and y axis of this equation. Y is equal to mx plus 10. It can be anything. Y is equal to mx minus 10. Y is equal to mx minus 100. Here, since m is same, slope is same, that means they are parallel. Slope is same means they are parallel. So if I draw a perpendicular distance line distance, so everywhere it is same. What is meant by parallel? They are at same distance anywhere. So we learned two things. When the slope is same, they are parallel, and slope is fixed for a straight line. And whenever it cuts x-axis or y-axis, we will get y is mx. Suppose if it is cutting here, then x is equal to my plus 10. So when y is 0, x is 10. So we get, when x is 0, what is y is? Minus 10 by m. So this is the line. This is the line. Earlier, this is the y is, this is the line, this is the line. What is slope here in both the cases? Y is equal to mx. X is equal to my. So the slope is dy by dx. We will find out. We'll see the next slide. Let us understand. Let us take line y is x. Mx. Here m is equal to 1. M is equal to 1 means what? Y is equal to x. This tan theta. Theta is 45. Then only it will be 1. Tan theta and 45 is sin 45 by cos 45. That is 1 by root 2 divided by 1 by root 2. That is 1. So here m is 1 means the slope is 1. dy by dx. That is nothing but tan theta. Tan theta is y by x. Tan theta is y by x. So m is nothing but tan theta of the line with respect to positive x-axis. With respect to positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. You can take angle like this also, but that is not defined. Defined is in this. Suppose a line is going like this. Suppose a ray is going. So instead of line, a ray is going. Starting from here, ray is going. What is the angle of this? This is the angle we think. This is minus also we can write. Minus this angle. But when we write in plus, it is from the anti-clockwise direction from positive 0 x-axis. So now here tan theta is 45. Now I draw a perpendicular line to this. Here it is 90 degree. So what is this value? This value is, suppose this is instead of 40, here also it is 90 minus 45. 90 minus 45 is 45. So what is the slope of this? First slope m1 of this line is tan 45. That is equal to, what is tan 45? 1 by 1. So what is slope of second line? m2. m2 is equal to tan 45 here. What is tan? This by this. So y is positive and x is negative. Suppose this is x2, y2. This is x1, y1. y2 minus y1 is positive. x2 minus x1 is negative because x2 is towards 0 axis. x2 minus 1 is negative. So this becomes minus 1. So when I multiply m1, m2, that is equal to minus 1. So always perpendicular lines will have a slope of minus 1. Let us see one more example. Suppose this is 30 degree. 30 degree. Now I draw a perpendicular line. This is 90. What is this? It is 90 minus 30. So now what is tan 30? Suppose this point is xy. So tan 30 is y by x. Y by x. What is tan 90 minus 30? This is what? Tan 90 minus 30. Or you can say cot 30. Cot 30. That is equal to y by minus x. Because what is the difference between these two? So if you see this triangle, this is a similar triangle. Here it is 90, O, A, B. If you draw a perpendicular here, this triangle and this triangle, both have 90 degrees. Here 30, here 30, here 60, here 60. So here, here when you say tan 30 is this by this. So it is reverse of the triangle x by y. So we can say tan 30 is minus x by y, because they are similar triangles. Here for this triangle, this is the tangent, this is the hypotenuse. For this triangle, this is the hypotenuse. For this triangle, this is the hypotenuse. So other than hypotenuse, y by x, here tan 30 is here, so this is y by x. So this is x by y. What is tan 30? This is y by x. Here what is cot 30? This is tan 30 is also y by x, which is equal to cot 30. Cot 30 is y by x, because ratios are same, being similar triangles. But since it is x is minus, y2 minus y1 is plus, but x2 minus x1 is minus. This is x2. I'll draw here fresh. I draw a 90 degree. This is 90. This is 30. This is 60. If I draw a perpendicular line, this is 60 and this is 30. These two are similar triangles. So y by x is equal to this x. This distance is y by x. So minus y by x. Because the 30 here it is 30. Opposite to 30 are proportional. Opposite to 60 are proportional. So we can say tan 30 is equal to y by x, and here it is 60. Tan 60 is equal to minus x by y, because here slope is positive. As y increasing, x is increasing. So if it is x2, y2, this is 0, 0. y2 minus y1 is positive. x2 minus x1 is also positive. But in this case, y2 minus y1 is positive. x2 minus x1 is negative. This is x2, this is x3. They are negative. So when I multiply these two, slopes of m1, m2 is tan 60. Slopes of m1, m2 it is minus 1. So always perpendicular lines slope is minus 1. Let us see. Before going to our chapter, we have some more revision here. Suppose this is a point 3, 2, and we have a circle here of 4. Radius is 4. So if I draw a Pythagoras from this with respect to this axis, this is x, this axis, this is y. So the point is xy. P is xy at a distance of 4. So if this is 4, what is this is? This is a right angle triangle. X square plus y square is equal to 4 square. So what is this x? X is equal to x minus 3. So this portion is x minus 3. And what is this portion? This portion is y minus 2. This is 2, this is y minus 2. So I want this square, but this square is r square. So x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to r square. This is the radius is fixed 4. So this is the equation when the origin is shifted to this. X minus 3 whole square plus y minus, in this equation is valid with respect to this axis. This axis. Suppose if I open it, expand it, what becomes? X square plus 9 minus 6x plus y square plus 4 minus 4y is equal to r square. So if I rearrange the items, x square plus y square minus 6x minus 4y plus 9 plus 4 minus r square is equal to 0. So you see, this is the equation of a circle. General circle with respect to this, with a center at, this is 2gx, this is 2fy. So 2g is equal to minus 2g. Minus 2g is equal to minus 6x. So let us see, 2g is equal to minus 6. G is equal to minus 3. What is the center is minus G minus F. So minus of G is minus 3, minus 3 is 3. Similarly, F is 2. So this is the center. The center is minus G minus F. So that is why our general equation is what? X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So plus 2gx, we have a center here as minus g, plus 2fy, we have center as minus. These are the xy coordinates. So when I put minus g minus f, so minus 3 will become 3, minus 2 will become 2. 3, 2 is my center. Then what is the radius? Radius is g square plus f square minus c. G square is 3 plus 3, 9, 3 square. F square is 4 minus c is, you'll get a, after when I do r square, I'll get c. So when the c comes here, minus c will become r square. So when this equation you get a c here, g square plus f square minus c is equal to r square. So this is basically a shifting of origin. So whenever I shift an origin, this is hk, and this is new axis x, y. This is x, small y. So then we say capital X is equal to small x minus h. Capital Y is equal to small y minus k. Because here may be 2, but with respect to this 2 plus h. This is 2 plus h. This is small x. Small x is equal to capital X plus h. Small y is equal to capital Y plus k. So like that we have to shift the axis. When the equation is given in x, we have to find out in x square. Suppose this is given x square plus y square is 10. So I have to convert into this of 3, 4. Then I say x plus 3 is x plus y plus 4 is 0. So in the small x, we put capital X. So this general knowledge, general awareness, this we will see in circles next chapter. But now we are concentrating on lines. Okay, different forms of lines, different equations we will see. Let us come to our chapter. So straight 11th subject, coordinate geometry, straight lines. So locus of a point we already discussed. M is P such that PA is equal to PB. That means what? It is a equidistance from points A and B. Equidistance from points A and B. That means it is a perpendicular bisector of AB. If AB is, if I draw a perpendicular bisector, any point on the line is PA is equal to PB. I have not drawn here. So this is A, this is B. I draw a perpendicular bisector. Any point P, P1, P2, P3 is PA is equal to PB. So this set of points is called locus. So these are locus. So similarly, this is another locus where a distance at a distance of r set of points from this origin. So x square, a square plus b square is c square. This is a Pythagoras rule. So these are set of points. So if the center is AB, then the execution of circle is x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is r square is a set of points of a distance of r from AB. So this is from origin. So this is called locus of point. It's called locus of a point. It can be a hyperbola, it can be a ellipse, it can be anything. So we'll come at a later stage other things. So let us see this one. Find the equation of locus of points which are equidistant from A and B. So let the point be xy. So when we know distance between 2 points, x plus 3 by whole square plus y minus 0 whole square is equal to x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square. So the equation is, when I simplify it, what I am getting equation is x is 0, this is nothing but y axis. Because this is minus 3, this is plus 3. Any point is given, you should visualize on the sheet. Any point given, you should visualize on the paper. So what is given here? This is minus 3, 0. This is plus 3, 0. So it is equidistant from origin. So that means this y-axis is a perpendicular bisector of this. So x is equal to 0. So even if I do this, if it say xy, so x plus 3 whole square plus y square is equal to x minus 3 whole square plus y square. Y square is getting cancelled. So a square plus b square get cancelled. So x is equal to 0 I am getting. So we should, any point given in coordinate axis, we should visualize. By the exercise given purposes, you should visualize this on your mental graph. Minus 3, 0, 3, 0, obviously 0, 0 is the center point. So vertical line. So let us see how a shifting an origin. So this is HK, this is 0, 0. So this is HK is at a distance of h and it is at a height of y, k. So this is a new axis is x dash, y dash. So what is the relation between these two? Small x is equal to x dash plus h. Small y is equal to y dash plus k. Y dash is the new axis. X is the old axis, our coordinate axis with 0, 0 as the set intersection point. Here intersection point is HK. This is how we do. So if the origin is shifted to the point O dash 3, 2. Origin is 3, 2. The direction of axis remaining same. Find the new coordinates of the points 4, 6 and 2, minus 5. So 4, 6 with respect to old axis. Now axis shifted to 3. So 4 minus 3 is 1. 6 minus 2 is 4. So the new point with respect to new axis is 1, 4. Similarly here new point is 2 minus 3 is minus. This is the O dash is at 3. The point 2 is minus 1. What is this? 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Because this is a new point 2. The axis is shifted to 3. So it is 2 minus 3 minus 1. With respect to this axis. Okay, you understand how we shift the axis? We'll go to next slide. Suppose obtain a new equation of the locus when the origin is shifted to 2, 3. So I want in terms of capital X and capital Y. So capital X is equal to what? Capital X is equal to X minus H. Capital Y is equal to Y minus H. So if I want in capital X, so small x is equal to X plus H. So in place of small x, I represent X plus H. In place of small y, I represent y plus k. K is 3, 2, 3. Always we show first x and then y. So when I represent x, replace x is equal to X plus H. This drawing we have seen. Small x is equal to x. From here it is x plus H. This is small x. It's totally small x. It divides into two parts. This is capital X with respect to this axis plus center. Similarly is the y. So when I replace this, we substitute in place of x, x plus 2, and in place of y, y plus 3. So I am getting a new equation in terms of with respect to new axis. Okay, now You see here, 2 points are given. Equation of point P, which is equidistant from A and B. Again same, x plus 5 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to x minus 4 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square. So this is the locus of the points which is equidistant from A and B. So now we have given a point here. Find the equation of locus of point P such that segment AB subtends a right angle at P. Segment AB subtends a right angle at P. Let us see. 1, 6, 3, 5. This is 1, this is 6. This is 3, this is 5. This is AB. This is A, this is B. Now what is asked? Find the equation locus of point P such that segment AB tends right angle at P. So I want a right angle at P. I can have both right angles at P. This is a right angle at P. What is that? If it is P is right angle, that means what? PA square plus PB square is equal to AB square. So this is hypotenuse. PA square plus PB square is equal to AB square. Let us see what I am getting. So when I substitute this, x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square, PB is x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 5 whole square is equal to AB is 3 minus 1 whole square plus 6 minus 5 whole square. 6 minus 5. AB is 6 minus 5. So you know this is, what is the point given is 6, y is 5, 6 minus 5. So when I simplify, I am getting, this is the equation of the locus of point which is at right angle. If I solve this, I will get 2 points as it's given. So now we have given x square. This is x square plus y square minus 3x is equal to 7. Find a new equation with respect to new axis. In place of x, I have to put x plus 2. In place of y, I have to put y plus 2. So there is a new axis is x and y. So small x equation converts into capital X and capital Y equation. Okay, go to next. Let us see straight line and slope. Slope is, the definition of slope is smallest angle with positive x-axis along anti-clockwise direction. See here, this is the slope, not this theta. This theta is slope with the positive axis along anti-clockwise direction. We can put this also slope, but with a minus sign, because here x is minus. Automatically 90 plus will become minus. See, y by z is plus, because y is plus, y square plus x square. X, even though x is minus, minus whole square is plus, y whole square is y plus, so plus 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 plus. So y plus, y is plus and z is plus. So sin theta will be in this portion, sin theta will be positive. So that is why in second quadrant sin theta is positive. Why positive? Because y is positive and z is positive. But what happens to cos theta? Cos theta is x by z. So since in second quadrant, this is first quadrant, but when we see this angle, we are seeing with respect to first quadrant. When I see this angle, I see in the second quadrant. Second quadrant, x is negative, because if this is the origin, x goes this side, x is negative and z is positive, so cos theta is negative. So in the first quadrant, all are positive. If this is the slope, this is the slope. See here, if this is the slope, sin theta is y by x, both are positive, y by z positive. Cos theta is also x by z, both are positive. So first quadrant, tan theta, sin theta all are positive. But in second quadrant, if it comes into second quadrant, you can see from his point, it is in second quadrant. The slope is x is negative. So cos theta is negative. So when cos theta is negative, automatically tan theta, cot theta will be negative. But it comes in the third quadrant, sin is also minus, cos is also minus. So sin is negative, cos is negative, tan positive, cot positive. In the fourth axis, you see y is minus. So y by z means sin is negative. That means tan is negative, cot is negative. So x is positive. Fourth quadrant, x is positive. X by z is positive. So cos theta is. So that is why we got these four quadrants. All silver tea cups. This is all silver tea cups. All means all are positive. Here sin is positive. Cos negative, tan negative, cot negative. Here T cups. T means tan and cot. They are positive because minus by minus is positive. Minus by minus, cos also minus by minus. Sin also minus by minus. So minus minus positive. So here cups C. So we should always remember this. Why they are plus and why they are minus. So when I take in the tan theta in the second quadrant, the x is negative. X2 minus x1. Y2 minus y1. So y2 minus y1 is positive. X2 minus x1 is negative. X2 0, x1 plus, so this is negative. That is why second quadrant is negative. First quadrant is positive. So this is a positive slope, this is a negative slope. As x-axis is increasing, y-axis reducing. See here what is happening here. As we go on x-axis, as the number of apples increasing, cost is reducing, slope is negative. Here, as the number of apples increasing, cost is increasing, slope is positive. So these two, let us see. Sometimes happens when temperature increases, parameter reduces. When temperature increases, the quality reduces, like that. So it can be negative slope also. So let us see this. So the always slope is in anti-clockwise direction, and we should see that whether it is drooping or it is rising. Drooping means minus, rising means plus. You see the 90 degree here. This is drooping, this is minus, this is rising with respect to positive x-axis. As x increases, y also is increasing. So this is positive, this is negative, and their multiplication is minus 1. M1, M2 is minus 1. So we should understand. So tan theta is the slope, which is defined as m, which is dy by dx. dy by dx. Here m is equal to, in this case, what is m? M is equal to dy y2 minus y1 is b. X2 minus x1 is minus a. So b by minus a is equal to minus b by a. Is it dropping down? So suppose your equation of a line is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So when x I put 0, y is equal to b. That means it is intercept of y-axis. When y is 0, x is equal to a. Intercept. So this is a representation of line. When 2 points I am having, I can extend line to any extent. So how to make a line? I need 2 points. With 1 point, I can make infinite number of lines. But with 2 points, I can make only 1 line. So this line is a form of representing line with respect to intercepts on axis. So what is the general equation of line? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So when I put x is 0, what is y? Y is minus c by b. When y is 0, x is minus c by a. So when I do slope, if I do dy by dx, a into dx plus b into dy is equal to 0. So dy by dx is minus a by b. Minus a by b. So we have to understand the equation. Now it is given, and we have to find out slope of the equation. What is the slope between 2 points? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus y1, x1. That's what you have seen here in our earlier. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Slope is constant everywhere. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So this is nothing but tan theta. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 means what? Tan theta. So this is the slope between 2 points. What is the slope between line passing through these points? So y2 minus 1 is 7 minus 4, 3. 5 minus 2, 3. That is 1. That means 45 degree is the slope. M is 1. it is tan 45. So understand, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is fixed for a straight line. For other things, for circle and for parabola, they vary, but for straight line, m is fixed. Okay. Now find the slope of the line which passes through origin and point minus 4, 4. So y2 minus y1 is 4, x2 minus x1 is minus 4. So that is minus 1. Minus 1 is plus 1 is different, minus 1 is different. Let us see these two examples. First point is 2, 4, 2, 4 and 5, 7. Second points are minus 4, 4 and 0, 0. Let us see. This is axis. Now I am putting 2, 4. This is 2, this is 4. 5, 7. This is 5, this is 7. So this is the line going through these two. So what is the difference? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus. So y minus x. Tan theta is y minus x. What is y? y2 minus, this is y1, this is y2. So y1 is 4, y2 is 7. So this distance is y2 minus y1, that is 3. This distance is x2 minus x1. This is x2. x2 is what? 5. x1 is what? 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. So the slope is dy by dx. Change in y in the same zone by change in x, or y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So if it is a circle, let us say a parabola. So here the slope is different, here the slope is different, here because y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is not constant. Is not constant, it is rising. So here slope is more, slope is increasing. If it is straight, its slope is straight. Slope is constant. If it is going in this, slope is increasing. Here more y is increasing for the same x. Here less y increasing for the same x. Slope is less, slope is more, but here is constant. So if you see now 4 minus 4. What is the second point is 4 minus 4. Minus 4, 4. So 0, 0. This is minus 4 plus 4. Minus 4 plus 4 is this point. X is minus 4, y is plus 4. This is the line. Earlier line was, this is the line. So here slope is plus 45. Here slope is 135. It is minus 45. 180 minus 45. This is minus 1. This is plus 1. So with respect to positive x-axis, both are 41, 1, but it is minus 1 and it is plus 1. So you understood why we have two examples are given. This is plus 1, this is minus 1. In fact, these two lines, when they meet, they make a 90 degree. They are perpendicular to each other. Because this is 45, this is 135. What is the angle between them? Angle between 135 minus 45, that is 90. They are perpendicular to each other. That is why slope of a perpendicular line is m1, m2 is minus 1. Okay? Now let us say, let alpha beta angles with respect to origin with the difference is 90 degree. So it is given beta is 90 plus alpha. So when I say tan alpha, tan beta is tan alpha into tan 90 plus alpha. The difference is 90 degree. So we got that is the two slopes are minus 1. Here given alpha, this slope is alpha, this slope is beta. So if this slope is beta, then what is this one? This is 90 minus alpha. This is 90 minus alpha. So tan alpha, tan beta is equal to tan alpha into tan 90 plus alpha. In fact, this is 90 minus alpha. But beta is 90 plus alpha. When this point is 90 minus alpha, this will be, because this total is 180. Total is 180. Here it is 90 minus alpha, this portion. So automatically beta becomes 90 plus alpha. 90 plus alpha is in the second quadrant, tan is negative. So this is cot alpha minus 1. So tan alpha tan beta is equal to -1 when they are 90 degrees apart. So this is a perpendicular. So the equation of general line ax plus by plus c is 0. Then what is the equation of a perpendicular line? We can say bx minus ay plus c is equal to 0. This is a perpendicular. What is the slope here? Minus a by b. What is slope here? Minus plus b by a. Plus b by a. So this slope is b by a. If I do differentiation, a dx plus b dy is 0. It goes minus a. So dy by dx is minus a by b. Here b dx minus a dy is 0. It goes to plus a dy. So dy by dx is b by a. So when I do multiply m1 m2, I get -1. Okay. Let us see this point. Show that line AB perpendicular to line BC. Here given ABC are given. So what is the slope of AB? Slope of AB, we have 2 points here. So y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is the slope. What is the slope of BC? B and C. So 0, y2 minus 1 is 5 minus 4, 1 by 0 minus 2 minus 2. When we do multiplication, I get -1. So I have proved AB is perpendicular to BC. We can also prove in other way. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Here they are perpendicular. Distance, that is distance way. I can prove AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. This is a distance wise. But slope wise, m1 m2 is -1. Both way can be proven. So now 3 are vertices of a triangle. Find the slope of altitude drawn from A. So when I drawn from A altitude, that means it is perpendicular to BC. So now I have slope of BC we are having. What is slope of BC? y2 minus 5 minus 3 is 2. 5 minus 3 is 2 and -2 minus 2 is -4. So the slope is -1 by 2. So what is the slope of altitude of this line? Is 2. So m1 m2 is 1. So slope of altitude is 2. So when with slope 2 and a point of A 1 2, I have to find the equation. So it is asked find the slope only. It's not the equation. It's asked only slope. So we have write slope is 2. Now this is 2 lines. One line is theta, one line is another one. So what is the angle between 2 lines which are not perpendicular? They are perpendicular 90. They are not particular. This is one. One is theta, another is okay. Let us see. Suppose I want between these angles. This is the slope. So tan of theta minus theta, tan of alpha minus beta. If this is alpha and this is beta, so the slope is tan of alpha minus beta. This is the slope. This is the angle between these two is alpha minus beta. So tan alpha minus tan beta by 1 plus tan alpha tan beta. This is tan A minus B formula. Tan A minus B is tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B. So we know this is M. This is M2. So M1 minus M2 by 1 plus M1 M2 total mod. Total mod. So see, you can have an angle this also between 2 lines. External angle. This is the acute angle. In fact, the positive direction of angle from x-axis, anti-clockwise direction. So this is the formula. And what is the angle between 2 lines? When I get 2 lines, if I get 2 slopes, m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1. How it has got this equation? Tan of a minus b. Tan theta is tan of alpha minus tan beta. I have given theta, it is alpha, it is beta. So if the angle between two lines is 45 and slope of one of the line is 1 by 2, find the slope of the other. So tan 45 is the angle given. Tan 45 is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. When I solve, I get 2 points, 3 minus 1 by 3. Why? Because there is a 45 in this side and there is a 45 in this side. This is line 2. So this is the original line with a slope given as 1 by 2. Slope as 1 by 2. So there is a 45 degree on this side and a 45 degree on other side. So you can have two lines with 45 degree, and since 45 plus 45 is 90, these two lines are perpendicular. So that is why we have two perpendicular lines with respect to 45 degree from the original line. You have 3 and minus 1 by 3. Okay, this is M2. So we have to write both equations because both are possible, which are 45 degree times the. Suppose if it is given, find the equation with two lines which is 45 degree in positive direction of x-axis. Then we have to write only one. Then we have to write only one equation. It is given any side, so we have to write both. Let us see this. Without using Pythagoras, show that the points are vertices of a right angled triangle. In Pythagoras, what will do? AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. So he says don't use that and tell me that ABC are perpendicular. This is a right angle triangle. So we find slope of all the three and we see AB into AC is minus 1. So AB, AC slopes are 90 degree. That means angle B is 90 degree. Hence ABC is a right angle triangle. Angle AB, AC our slope is 90. That means angle A is 90. Angle A is not angle B. It is angle A is 90 because AB and AC are 90. So angle A is 90. So this is not having much place here. Okay. Let us see. Find the value of K for which points are collinear. It is given collinear. That means what? Slope is same everywhere. If same line, slope is same. So slope of this is equal to slope of this, and we find out K. Slope of this is equal to slope of the other line. So we find out K from this equation. So what is QR slope? QR 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. So 2 is the slope. So I put 2 here. PQ, I will get my K. Suppose these 3 points are there, they in a line, then show that A by H plus B by K is equal to 1. These 3 are in a line. You see, this is A and B are intercepts of X and Y axis. It intercept when Y is 0, X is H. When X is 0, Y is K. So A by H plus B by K is equal to 0 is the X by H plus X by K is equal to 0 is the equation of this line. So AB is also on this line. So automatically when I put in place of XY, I put AB, I get A by H plus B by K is 0. So that way we can prove, or we can prove from slope point of view. Slope we have already done here. So what we are doing here is, we are understanding this is a equation of intercepts of X and Y axis. So A by H plus X by H plus Y by K is equal to 1. So this is also on the line. So in place of XY I am putting this point A by H. If it is not telling, that means this point is not on the line. But it is given that it is on this line. So from the equation of line, I am proving this is the equation. Okay. You can prove from slopes also. So what is the equation of line? Equation of line is defined as satisfied by all coordinates of all points on a line and no other points. It satisfies the condition and no other point satisfies that condition. That is called equation of line. So we have seen x-axis equation, y-axis equation, and we have seen the slope of point of a, this is the slope point of a line. So y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. How this slope has come? Y is equal to mx, y is equal to mx. So let us see the slope point. A line is given, a point is given, x1, y1. Now I want to find out equation of this line. Let us take a random xy. What is the slope here? Y1 minus y, or from y minus y1 by x minus x1. This is the slope. Slope is fixed for the line. Slope is given. I have one point given. So the equation becomes y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Simple. Because y minus y1 by x minus x1, or we can say y1 minus y, y1 minus y by x1 minus x is equal to m. So I put both sides minus, we'll get our standard form. Okay. So once we understand how we got this derivation, so we'll never forget this equation. So y minus y1 is equal to m into, because y minus y1 by x minus x1 is m. So y is an mx going through origin. So if touching y at xc is mx plus c. If touching x-axis at c is x is my plus c. This is what we have seen. Y is mx plus c. When x is 0, y is c. When x is 0, y is equal to minus c by y. So depending on the touching, we can find the equation. Y is mx. If it is not going, if it is going to origin, c is 0. So y is mx. M is the slope. So this is a point slope form. This is the slope form. Going point is 0, 0. So you put y1 is 0, x1 0. But because y is mx. So it is touching y-axis at c. That means what are these coordinates? 0, y. Point is 0, c. When I put 0, c, so y is equal to mx plus m into c. x1 is what? What is given here? Touching y-axis at c. That means what is the point? Y point is c, x point is 0. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus 0. So this is y is equal to mx plus c. Touching x-axis at c, the point is c0. C, x is 0. So m into x minus c is equal to y. So it becomes yx is equal to my plus c. So we have to submit this point into this equation. x1, y1. Touching y-axis, 0, y. Touching x-axis, x0. So we have to submit this point in this and we get the equation. Passing through 2 points. Now let us say it is passing through 2 points. Here is not given, slope is not given here. 2 points. So same equation here also. Simple. It is passing through points. x1, y1, x2, y2. Now I am finding what is the slope here. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is the slope. So I know my equation is y minus y1 is m into x minus x1. So I can take any one point. So I am taking, say, this one point here, x1, y1. So y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. It is nothing but y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So I am drawing any line xy point, any arbitrary point, and finding with this equation. Here in place of m, what I am having? I am having 2 points. From these 2 points, I am finding out m. So again, my equation is same as earlier. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So in place of m, it is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So y2 minus what I am getting here, m. So y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, same as this. So in place of m, I am using these 2 points. So this is a 2-point formula for a straight line. Suppose I want formula for these 2. Then first what I will find out what is the slope here. Slope is y2 minus y1. 2 minus 1, 1. 1 minus 2 minus 1. slope is minus 1. Slope is minus 1. So y minus 1 into slope into x minus 1. We take any point. I can take this point also. I can take this point also. Okay, here he has taken first point, y minus 1. I can take here y minus 2 is equal to m into x minus 1. This is also valid. So we have seen the intercept form, x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So it is intercept on x-axis is when y is 0, so x is a, when x is 0, y is b. So these are the intercepts on x and y axis. So we have one point here, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus y1. y1 is, I am taking y axis is 0b. So 0b is y1 is b. So y minus y1 is equal to m is minus b by a into x minus 0. So when I do this axis, I am getting x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. This is the intercept form. Everything is coming from this equation. We have one point here. One point is 0b, or it can be a0 also. It can be a0 also. Let us understand this point. Okay. This is a0. This is 0b. What is the slope here? y2 minus y1. b minus 0 is b. x2 minus x1. 0 minus a is minus a. So slope is equal to minus b by a. So I take this point, y minus y1 m into x minus x1. So when I simplify it, what I am getting? I bring b here. So y minus b minus it comes here by x by a is equal to a by a 1. So y minus b plus x by a is equal to 1. When I take this point or when I take this point, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Here also same, x by a plus y by b is equal to minus b by b. So both way I can do. The formula for intercept is y by b x by a is equal to 1. Simple. When I put y0, I should get x by a. When I put x0, I should get y b. So I got 2 points. This is my line. My slope is minus b by a. Suppose if this line is going like this, this is what? Minus a 0. This is what? 0 minus b plus b. What is the slope here? x2 minus x1 b minus 0 b, y2 0 minus of minus a plus a. So slope is plus b by a. So as x increases, y increases. So slope is positive here. Here slope is negative. Same equation, x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. Here x by, in place of a, what I am getting? Minus a. Y by plus b. So you can say y by b minus x by a is equal to 1 is a positive slope axis, and this one is a negative slope axis. Let us see another form of equation of line is through normal and angle with origin. See, this is the line. We have seen the intercept form of this. Now we are seeing there is a normal drawn going through origin. From origin, normal is drawn. The length is p, and this is making an angle alpha. The normal line is making an angle alpha, and the origin line is with theta. So what is this equation of this line in terms of p and alpha? So for example, alpha is 0. What is p? P is x component. If alpha is 90, what is p? P is y component. So like that, this equation to be defined in P and alpha. Let us see the point n. What is n is having xy. P cos alpha is x, P sin alpha is y. So x is equal to P cos alpha and y is equal to P sin alpha. Suppose if you multiply x with cos alpha, so x cos alpha is P cos square alpha, y sin alpha is P sin square alpha. When I add these two, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is P into cos square alpha plus sin square alpha, that is 1. So P. So the equation of line normal with an angle alpha is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is P. This is the equation of not this line. This is the equation of this line. Our ax plus by plus c line. Our x by a plus y by b is equal to 1 line. This line. So in terms of P and alpha. So always remember, this is not an equation of this line. What is this line equation? This line equation is 90 degree normal. This line equation is different. This is something y is px. This tan theta is this, m is tan alpha, y is mx. This line equation is y is mx. But this line equation is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. Okay, let us understand here. These are the equation sketches. Whatever is shown here, we are showing. This is a 2-point line. This is a 1 point, go through these 2 points. The slope is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is the slope. And I have taken a random point pxy. So y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Or y minus y1 is equal to m is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. So this is, these two are tally. This is intercept form. X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. What is here theta? Minus b by a is the tan theta. Why it is minus? Because as x-axis is going, y is reducing, so m is minus. So this is also say pxy. We have 1 point and pxy. This is what we have drawn here. Y is mx plus c. Here the point is 0c. So I have substituted here 0c. Y minus y1 is c. Y minus c is equal to m into x minus 0. So this point is this line. So let us see. Reduce this equation into normal form. The equation is root 3x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. This is the line equation. So I have to reduce this to normal form. Normal form means what? I have to find out p, I have to find out alpha. Let the normal form be x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. So when we compare these two, x coefficient, y coefficient and c coefficient are proportional. So cos alpha by root 3 is equal to sin alpha by minus 1 is equal to p by 2. When p comes here, minus p by minus 2 is p by 2. So out of these three, what we got? P is 1, distance is always positive. So we got cos alpha and sin alpha. So cos is positive and sin is negative. That means it is 4th quadrant. This is 4th quadrant. So angle is 330 degrees. In fact, it's 30 degrees. Sin 30 is half, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, but sin 30 is minus half. Cos 30 plus. So this is a 4th quadrant. So the angle is 330. So what is the second method? Same problem. So I divide it, converting into a by b plus b, x by a plus y by b. So root 3 by 2 into x minus 1 by 2 into y is equal to 1. So this is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1 form. So this can be x cos theta plus y sin 330 is equal to 1 as cos is positive. So one more way is you divide by root of a square plus b square. Root of a square plus b square. What is a here? Root 3. This is a root 3. B is minus 1. So ax plus by plus c. So except a root 3 whole square is 3. 1 square is 1. 3 plus 1, 4. So if you divide by 4, under root under root is 2. So root 3 by 2 x minus y by 2 is equal to 1. So x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is 2 by 2 is 1. P is 1. So we'll get straight away cos alpha sin alpha p if we divide this equation by root of a square plus b square. So both way it can be done. Let us say this. Find if passing through this point and segment of the line intercepted between the coordinate axis is bisected at 9 n. So it is passing through this point n and segment of the line intercepted between coordinate axis is bisected at 9. So let AB be the intercept points on x-axis and y-axis, x on A, y on B. So A by 2 is minus 2 and B by 2 is 3 because it is bisecting them. A by 2, B by 2 is the bisecting point of these two, which is equal to minus 2, 3. So I got the intercept points. My equation is x by A plus y by B is equal to 1. So how I got this? I got this because this is a midpoint. Intercepting between these things, passing through the point n23 and segment of the line bisected. Bisected means midpoint. So A 0, 0 B. So A plus 0 by 2 and 0 plus B by 2 is the midpoint of this line. If we go this is 0 B. So this point is A by 2, B by 2. This is the midpoint. It is given as midpoint as minus 2 and 3. So we got this equation. X by A plus y by B. So A is minus A by 2, B by 2. So A by 2 into minus 2 is A is minus 4, B is 6. So we got this equation. Suppose this is the line. For all the points x1, y1 on one side of the line, suppose if I substitute x1, y1 in this, if I get more than 0, that means it is on the one side of the line. If I get less than 0, that means it is on the other side of the line. And if it is getting 0, that means on the line. It is one of the roots of the equation, it is on the line. So it is one side, it may be upside down side, it may be depending on the C, or it may be other side, and it is 0 means on the line. So there are three possibilities for a point on this line. So now general form of all cases ax plus by plus c is 0. These constitute all y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, y is mx plus c, or x by a plus y by b is 1. All forms will convert to ax plus by plus c is a general form of line, where x-intercept is when y I put 0 minus c by a, y-intercept is minus c by b. So in cases earlier x by a, y by b, here I have taken as a and b are intercepts, but in general form minus c by a, minus c by b are the intercept forms. So when I say dy by dx is minus a by b. So this is the intercept forms. Okay. Now slope is, what is slope? y2 minus c by b minus by c by a, that is minus a by b. So y-intercept y2 minus y1 is minus c by b, x2 minus x1 is minus c by a. So it becomes minus. So minus c by b by c by a is minus a by b, which is dy by dx. So we should be able to understand line equation in whatever form it is. It can be a general form, it can be an intercept form, it can be a 90 degree and p form, whatever it may be, we should be able to represent. This is a parallel to x-axis. Let's see the examples, some of the solved examples. Line is parallel to x-axis at a distance of 4 units from the point. So what is x is? Minus 2. It is a distance of 4 units from the point parallel to x-axis. That means minus 2 plus 4 is equal to, the line is y is 3 plus 4. So here y is 3. So it is another 4 points unit from the, or it can be 3 minus 4. So both y is 3, the upper line, y is -1, the bottom line. Both lines are parallel to x-axis and at a distance of 4 units from this point. -2, 3. Let us see here. This is -2, this is +3. I want a point which is parallel to x-axis and 4 units from this. So this is also 4 units. This is also 4 units. This is also 4 units. But if I draw parallel to x-axis, is this line smaller than this? So I have to have 4 units here and draw parallel line. To the y, y is 3, so when I do it is 7. So this is parallel to x-axis and 4 units from this. Or this line also parallel to x-axis and 4 units from this. Both are okay. So here x value is immaterial. I have to add to the y so that it is parallel to x-axis. And it is, suppose this is also 4. From here I do a square plus b square 4. But if I draw a line parallel to x-axis, but distance is smaller. So it can be any distance. But if this line is perfectly same distance. So now passing through origin and parallel to AB is given, A is given, B is given. We know we can find out the slope from this. Y2 minus y1, 7 minus 4, 3 by x2 minus 1 minus 2 minus 1. Slope is minus 1. So y is equal to mx. So y is equal to minus 3x. So 3x plus y is equal to 0. So there is no, it is going through axis. So there is no C here. Passing through origin which bisects the portion of the line intercepted between coordinate axes. It is passing through origin and bisects. And bisect point is on the line. So if 3x plus y, what are the coordinate axes here? When I put y is 0, x is 2. When I put x is 0, y is 6. So the point is 2, 0 in the x-axis and 0, 6 in the y-axis. So what is the midpoint of this? This is equal to 1, this is equal to 3. So 1, 3 is the midpoint, and so y is equal to 3x. So 3 is equal to y is equal to 3x. This is the equation. Slope is what? Slope is 3 by m, 3 by 1, y2 minus y1, y2 minus 0 by 1 minus 0. So 3 by 1. Because it's going through origin. One point is origin, one point is the midpoint of this. So 3 minus 0 by 1 minus 0, 3 by 1. So y is equal to mx. You can see here also 3 times y is 3, x is 1. It is 3 times 1. So y is 3x. Or you can convert into one side, 3x minus y is equal to 0. So find yx, mx plus c passing through the points. Determine m and c. I can simply substitute this in 1. If suppose y is 1, x is 2. So 1 is equal to 2m plus c. One equation. What is second equation? 2 is equal to 3m plus c. So I have a quadratic equation in 2. This is not quadratic, some linear equation of 2 variables. So I can find out m and c from this. So the equation is, once I get m and c, if I substitute here, y is equal to mx minus c. So x minus y is equal to 1. Find the equation of lines which contains this point and sum of whose intercepts on the coordinate axis is 0. Which contains 1, 3 and sum of whose intercepts on coordinate axis is 0. So 1, 3. Let us see this. What is 1, 3? This is 1, this is 3. Now the coordinate axis sum is 0. It can be plus a here, minus a here, minus a here. A minus a 0. or it can be minus a here, it can be plus a here. So is minus a plus a tallying? No. Y-axis minus a, x-axis plus a is not meeting 1, 3. But x-axis minus a, y-axis plus a is meeting 1, 3. So this is the possibility. Another possibility is it can be 0, 0. So 0 plus 0 is 0. So line can go like this. So there are two possibilities of the line. This is not possible. So you should see this from the pictorially and from actual working also you should see. So let us see what has been found. Let us say a0 and 0 minus a or minus a0 and 0. This is actually correct. This is not correct. But let us see. Slope is 1. Contains 0.13 and sum of whose intercepts is equal. Equal means what? Y by x. Y by x is 1. Sum of the intercepts on the coordinate axis is 0. So dy by dx is when y is this, x is 0. Going to this point and intercepts is 0. So slope is automatically 1 because a by a is 1. In fact minus a. So let us say y2 minus y1. y2 is minus a, minus a. By x2 minus x1, 0 minus a, minus a. So minus a by minus a is 1. You take this one. y2 a minus 0 a, 0 minus a minus of minus a plus a. So a by a is 1. So slope is 1. So my equation is y is mx plus c. If I substitute 1, 3 here, I'll get c as 2. So my equation has become y is x plus 2 and on one side x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now the second point can be 0, 0. Second point can be 0, 0. So now I have 2 points here 0, 0 and 1, 3. The slope is 3 by 1, 3. So the equation is y is 3x. So either slope is 3 or slope is 1. Both are possible. Here we got only one equation, x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. This is the equation. Let us see. Find the equation of altitude of the triangle passing through a whose vertices are given. So altitude again we have done. I had to find BC slope and put a altitude slope. BC slope is 1 by 5. So altitude slope is minus 5. So I so y is equal to mx plus c going through a. Y minus y1, a is 5. Y minus y1 is m into x minus x1. Simple. So y minus y1 is equal to m into x. We have y slope and point form. So find the coordinates of orthocenter of a triangle. Vertices are given coordinates of orthocenter. So I will find out orthocenter of the altitude. I find out altitude and intersection points. So AB slope is 1 minus 2, 1 plus 2, 3 by 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. The slope of perpendicular is plus 3 plus 1 by 3. So now plus 1 by 3. Now I have point, it is going through C. So y minus 0 is equal to m into x plus 1. So this is one equation. Now second equation, BC slope is what? Minus 1 by minus 2, that is 1 by 2. So what is the slope of altitude of this? Minus 2. So minus 2 and passing through A. So y plus 2 is equal to minus 2 into x minus 2. This is the equation. When I solve these two equations, I get the intersect point. This is the orthogonal center. Ortho means perpendicular. When we say ortho means what? It is perpendicular. We go to this. Find the acute angle between the lines. We are given two lines. We find out slope of this. Slope is minus a by b, minus 12 by minus 4, that is 3, and slope of this is 2, minus 2. How it is minus b by a, minus 4 by 2, that is minus a by b. Because dy by dx, dy by dx. So minus 4 by 2 is minus 2. So we have two slopes. I know tan theta is m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2 is what we have arrived at. So when I substitute in this, I am getting angle as 45 degree. This is the tan of A minus B is the formula. So find the equation of line which is passing through origin and making an angle of 45 degree with this line. I want to make an angle 45 degree with this line. Here tan theta is tan 45 and 1 m we get from this. 1 m is what? Minus A by B minus 3 by minus 1, that is 3. So when I substitute tan 45 is m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2 and simplify this, I am getting m2 2, both plus 1 and minus 1. So this is all under mod. So this can be what I am finally getting, both plus 1 minus 1 under mod will become plus 1. So when I put plus 1, I am getting 1 by 2 slope. When I put minus 1, I am getting minus 2 slope. So there are two lines which are 45 degree with this line. See, one is clockwise, another is anti-clockwise. Again come back. 3 minus m2 by 1 plus 3m2 under mod. This is 1. That means 3 minus m2 can be negative. 1 plus 3, both are equal. Both are equal. Either it can be plus or it can be minus. Plus plus equal, minus minus equal. So this is equal for both plus 1 and minus 1. Okay. Suppose 1 plus 3m2 is m2 minus 3. m2 comes here 2m2. This comes here 3 minus m2. So it can be 3 minus m2 or it can be m2 minus 3. Both possibilities are there. If it is 3 minus m2, this is equal to this. So 1 by 1, 1. If it is m2 minus 3, 1 by minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1 also under mod becomes plus 1. So both causes, if I solve, I get 1 by 2 minus 2. Otherwise, there will be two lines. For any line which is going through, suppose this is the line. I want to find two lines 45 degree with this. This is 45 degree. This is also 45 degree. I have two lines. This is 2 slope. This is minus 1 by 2 because they are 90 degree. 45 plus 45 is 90 degree. So the two lines are 90 degree to each other and 45 degree, both plus and minus. So we found out both the lines. So one line is x minus 2y is 0 is a 45 degree, 2x plus y, because these two are perpendicular lines. 45 given. If it is 30 given, then these two are 60 degree difference. Like that. Okay. Now you see. Now I want to find out a line. What is the distance from origin? So what is AB? AB is x square plus y square is AB square. X is c by a, y is c by b, minus goes. So minus c by a square minus c by b whole square is AB square. So what is the area of triangle? I can find out in two ways, half base into height or half base into height. So P is the height here, 90 degree. Origin through distance from origin is 90 degree. Distance from origin is nothing but 90 degree line. This is the shortest distance. Any other is longer distance. So when I equate these two area of triangles, what I am getting, P is equal to C by square root of a square plus b square. C by square root of a square plus b square. Line is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Is the line given? No. So let this be the line. then only the coordinates will be minus c by a minus c by b. So we have found out AB and we found out area in both two ways, one this as base, one this as base. So we got P is equal to C by square root of A square plus. In fact, if I divide this by root of A square plus B square, I am getting a unit vector of this. Once I am dividing with the value of this line is root of A square plus B square. So when I divide this, I am getting a unit value of this. So when C by root of A square plus B square is the distance from origin. Now second method. Let A be theta. Let it be theta. Then this is 90 minus theta. So what is cos theta? Cos theta is equal to this by z. Cos theta is equal to this by z. In a triangle OXY, OAB, cos theta is equal to minus C by A into 1 by z, minus C by AZ. What is sin theta? Sin theta is minus C by BZ. Z is BC. So what is P here? P is equal to, this is C by A, theta. C by A, this is also right angle triangle, ONA. So here is theta. When I put sin theta is equal to P by C minus C by A. P by minus C by A. So P is equal to minus C by A sin theta. When I substitute minus C by A, sin theta is minus C by BZ. Substitute, I get C square by AB into 1 by Z. When I simplify it, I am getting C by square root of A square plus B square. Both way we can do. This is the area method. This is, I am taking one time theta with this triangle ABO, another time theta with smaller triangle, because they are similar triangles. They are similar triangles. So I get distance, perpendicular distance is C by square root of A square plus B square. Now you see here, this is alpha, if the perpendicular from origin. This is theta, is the slope of the line. So what is theta and alpha relation? This is 90 minus alpha. When this is 90 minus alpha, because this is 90, that means this is 90 plus alpha. Theta is 90 plus alpha. This is 90 minus alpha. So tan alpha, tan theta, let us see here, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. This is the equation of this line in terms of P and alpha. So we know 90 minus alpha is 180 minus theta. So theta is equal to 90 plus alpha. Now what is cos alpha? Cos alpha is equal to A by square root of A square plus B square, which is equal to sin theta. Equal to sin theta. If you see sin theta, alpha is nothing but 90 minus theta or theta minus 90. When cos of theta minus 90, cos of minus theta is theta. So cos of theta minus 90 is cos 90 minus theta. That means sin theta. So sin theta is equal to C by B by Z. So when I simplify, I am getting how much? A by square root of A square plus B square. What is sin alpha? Which is equal to minus cos theta is equal to B by square root of A square plus B square. Tan theta is sin theta by cos theta is equal to minus A by B. So distance of P is equal to C by square root of A square plus B square. So in general, when I have any equation Ax plus By plus C is 0, we can conclude that cos theta is minus B by root of A square plus B square, sin theta is A by square root of A square plus B square, tan theta is minus A by B, M, and normal distance is C by square root of A square plus B square. So with one equation, I can have angle, I can have distance from origin, I can have slope. Okay, let us see. This is only understanding. Let us see. Earlier we have seen from origin. Now we are seeing from some other point. Some pre-xy, what is the distance from n? So we have draw a perpendicular. So I want to find out this P. Again same, area of a triangle PAB is half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. This is the formula of triangle when three vertices are given. This is a trapezium, trapezium 1 plus trapezium 2 minus trapezium 3. We have derived it in earlier classes. So this is the formula x1 into y2 minus y3 sigma x1 into y2 minus y3. So when I do this, what I am getting half into x1 by cb plus y1 by ca plus c square by ab. So finally what I got when I substitute area and I found out P. Again area we got this also area, this area. Here area is base into height. What is base into height? Base is AB. Height is P. AB we know A square plus B square because A square plus B square under root is AB. So square root of A square plus B square. A means C by A. B is C by B. So square root of A square plus B square under root into P is triangle. Same from this formula. So when we compare them, what I am getting is P is equal to, when I substitute x into this equation, ax plus by plus c. So ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by square root of a square plus b square. You know square root of a square plus b square, making it a unit vector. Once it is unit vector, I substitute this, I get the distance of P. If I put x1 y1 as 0 from origin, what is the value? C by square root of a square plus b square. This is from origin. So this is from any point. So earlier we discussed a point can be on the line, can be one side, can be other side. So here this is the, it also gives the distance also. How much distance this point is from the line also it gives. Once I substitute that point on the line and divided by root of a square plus b square, I am getting its distance from the line. So from one side we can find out. Depending on the C, whether it is in this side or it can be this side, we can be find out. So what is the distance between two parallel lines? Slope is same. Parallel lines means slope is same. So C1 minus C2 by a square plus b square. C1 minus C2 by square root of a square. It is a square plus b square under root is common because this is making it unit vector. Once it is making a unit vector, I have to multiply the difference C1 minus C2. Or we can say is what? What is distance of this line from this? You substitute this point into this. If they are both sides on origin, C1 minus C2 gets added up. If they are, suppose on the both sides, C1 plus C2 will be added up. Here you see, from origin, it is C1 by square root of a square plus b square. From origin, this is C2 by square root of a square plus b square. So if they are on the same side, we will get minus. If they are on the opposite side, C1 plus C2 will be added. So this is P1, this is P2. We add. If they are on the opposite side, if they are on the same side, it will be minus. Just see here. So this is one line, this is another line, parallel line. From we have seen from this distance is C1 by square root of a square plus b square, and this distance is C2 by square root of a square plus. Why a square plus b square? Both are slope is same, so we have a square plus b square is common. C can vary. So here what is the distance between these two lines? C1 minus C2 by square root of a square plus b square. Suppose if the second line is on the other side, then what happens? This is C1, this is C2. So it becomes C1 plus C2 a square plus b square. So depending on the origin, we can find out. This is the equation. Or we can substitute. So one of the line touching, this line is touching at minus C1 by A. This line is touching x-axis minus 1. You have a point here. So from this point, what is the distance on this line? You substitute x, y, this C1 by A and this. Once you substitute this A into minus C1 by A plus B into 0 plus C2 by A of A square plus B square, I am getting C1 minus C2 by So whatever way we do, we should understand that from origin this is C1 and this is C2. When this is CO2 is minus, automatically we get both will be added up. Let us see. Find the distance between the two parallel lines. So you have C1 21, C2 7. So you make it AB common, 6 by 8. We also make it 6 by 8 because unit vectors A square plus B square I am making common. So 6x plus 8y is plus 14 is equal to 0. So C1 minus C2 is equal to 21 minus 14 is 7. 7 by root of A square plus B square is 10. So 0.7 centimeter is distance between these two lines. So what is the behavior of two lines? Suppose I have one line is here, U is 0, another line V is 0. Both lines intersect at point P. So once I add these two lines, U plus some constant into V, it forms one of these dotted lines. So we have infinite combination. So U plus V can be formed by adding with some constant. All this constant also will go because K is a constant only. So this point is going through U, it's a factor of U. This point to go through V, it's also a factor of V. So 0 plus K into 0 is 0. That means this is the combination of equation also goes through this point. So we'll see one example in this form. Find the equation of line which passes through the point of intersection of these two lines and makes intercept 5 on y-axis. Intercept 5 on y-axis means what is the point on this? 0, 5 is point on the new line and intersecting going to the intersection of this. So I need not find out intersecting point here. I can add these two with a constant k. So method is first equation plus k into second equation is equal to 0 going through 0.05. So when I substitute this, I am getting k value and I can find out the equation. But instead of that, I can find out solving these two lines, I am getting x and y. So there are 2 points, one point here, another point here. So we can have slope and y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So both equation will be same. Both methods are okay. But this is more easy method. Here I am avoiding intersecting point. Find the equation of line which is contains this and makes equal intercepts on coordinate axis. So again we have seen equal intercept means it can be a, b, b, or it can be 0, 0. Both are possible. So x by a plus y by a is equal to 1. If I substitute this, I am getting an equation. If origin is equal point on them, then we have y is mx. Y is 5 by 3 into x. So both lines are acceptable. Let us see example. Find slope and intercepts. So what is intercepts? Put y is 0. Slope is minus a by b. So minus 2 by 3. X-intercept I put y is 0. So 6 by 2 that is 3. Y-intercept I put y-x is 0, 2. So simply by putting we can write all the 3. If the line P makes a triangle of area 24 square units with the coordinate axis, find the value of P. He is giving area. So this is the y. So we know the x-axis intercept and y-intercept. X-intercept is P by 3, y-intercept is P by 4. So what is the area of this? Half into base into height equal to 24. So P is 24 units. P is 24 units. How we got? Half base into height. Base is x coordinate, height is y coordinate. So find the coordinates of the foot of the perpendicular drawn from the point to the line. So I want perpendicular to the line is 3y plus x is 0, 3y plus x plus c is 0. So I put this point in this line, I get c value, so I get my line. So slope is perpendicular, I get a shape, y is mx plus c. So with this C, if I substitute, this is going to this point, so I get value of C. So I get total line. And what is the find out? You can find out the intersecting point also. We have to solve these two equations and we get intersecting point. Find the coordinates of circumcenter of triangle. What is circumcenter? Is a circle circumventing three sides. That means that it is equal distance between A, B, C and O are equidistant. So I let x, y be the point. So what is the distance between C and A? X plus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square. That is r square. Similarly with B, this is r square. With C, this is r square. So when I solve these three equations, I am getting xy. Suppose you see here, y minus 3 same. So they get cancelled out. So I get x plus 2 whole square minus x minus 4 whole square is equal to 0. R square minus r square is 0. When I solve this, I am getting x. So we can plot. So we have to see how to simply solve this. Which way I can easily solve. Which two I have to take up to solve easily. We have to have a clear eye on all the three equations. Now, find the coordinates of orthocenter of triangle whose again same vertices. Here circumcenter, here orthocenter. Orthocenter means slope and perpendicular, slope and perpendicular. So slope of AB, so slope of altitude is minus 1 by 2. Slope of BC and slope of altitude is minus 2. So with this altitude going to the other vertices, I am getting two equations. When I solve these two equations, I am getting the points. Okay. Find the points on line x plus y which are at 1 unit distance from the line x plus y minus 2. See, these two are parallel lines. These two are parallel lines. X plus y minus 4 minus 2. These two are parallel lines with distance between them is equal to c1 minus c2 by square root of a square plus b square root 2. So which are 1 unit distance from this line, is it possible? Because these two parallel and there is a distance of 1.414. So can you have any one point which is common in these two with a distance of 1? So it is not possible. You understood here? Find the points on the line which are 1 unit distance from this line. So minimum distance itself is root 2. C by square root of a square plus b square. C1 minus C2, 4 minus 2 by square root of 1 plus 1, 2, root 2. So no points are matched. Suppose you are given 3 points of a triangle and find the equation of bisector of angle BAC. BAC. So now equation of AB, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Because B is an origin, so y is mx, so 4 by 3x. 3 by 4x. So this is the equation of AB. Now the equation of AC. What is the equation of AC? So 3 minus 3, 0, 0. Slope is 0. So y minus 3 is 0. The equation of AC and the equation of AC. Let the bisector be x1, y1 is equal perpendicular distance from them. So I substitute x1, y1 in this equation and x1, y1 in this equation. What I am getting? 3x1 minus 4y1 divided by root of a square plus b square. So that is 3 square plus 4 square is root 5. Similarly, in this also I am substituting this point. So y1 minus 3 divided by square root of 1 plus 1. So 0. 1 plus 0, that is 1. So when I equate, I am getting the equation of the bisector, angular bisector. The difference between angular bisector and perpendicular bisector is perpendicular bisector is equal to the point distance, but angular bisector everywhere perpendicular distance are equal. So I have to draw a perpendicular distance from a point x1, y1 to both. So how I proceeded? I found equation for this. I want angle A. Find the equation of bisector of angle A. BAC means A. So I found out AB, I found out AC. So my perpendicular bisector equation is equiperpendicular distance between these two lines. So I substituted and find the distance and made them equal. My line is not perpendicular to this or not perpendicular to this. The distance from my line perpendicular to this is equal. Any point on the line. So the perpendicular distance is perpendicular from x1, y1 to this line, x1, y1 to this line. We made them equal. Let us say this point. There are three points given: D minus 1 8, E 4 minus 2, F minus 5 minus 3. You see, I have drawn as per the sketch. D is approximately, this is minus 1, this is 8. E is x is 4, y is minus 2. F is minus 5 and minus 3. Are the midpoints of side BC, CA and AB of ABC. Find the equations of sides of ABC and coordinates of the circumcenter of the triangle. Two questions. Sides of ABC. These are the midpoints. So let ABC be x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. So midpoint of AB is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is equal to minus 1. x2 plus x3 by 2 is equal to 4. x3 plus x1 by 2 is equal to minus 5. So I can find out x1, x2, x3. Similarly, y1 plus y2 by 2 is 8. y2 plus y3 by 2 is minus 2. y3 plus y1 by 2 is minus 3. So I can find out y. Once I got all the three coordinates, from which coordinates of circumcenter, again r square. So x minus distance with first x plus 10 plus y minus 7 whole squares is equal to r square. So I have to solve these three. X plus 8 plus y minus 9 whole square is equal to r square. X plus 8 whole square plus y minus 9 whole square is r square. So I have to solve, after solving these three, here it is only x square. This is 0. So I can use this in both solutions. Right? So these are the two equations I am getting when I solving this. And when I solve these two, I get circumcenter point as minus 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3. So I am showing the procedure how to proceed with the question. This is the last question of this point. What is the in center? So three sides are given. This is 6 0 0 0 0 8. What is the in center coordinate? So now BC is 6 square plus 8 square is 10 under root. So as per tangent from x, this is a tangent from this point. So AY is equal to AZ. Similarly, OY is equal to OX. Similarly, BZ is equal to BX. So when I substitute this and I find out AZ plus BZ, AZ plus BZ is equal to 14 minus 2 into OX plus OY. But here OX, OY are same. So I can put 2 into OX. So I get answer as point is 2. So in center point is 2, 2. How I got this? How I got this? AZ is equal to AY. AZ is equal to AY. So AZ plus BZ is equal to AY plus BX. AZ plus BZ is equal to AY plus BX. But what is AY? AY is equal to 6 minus X. What is BX? BX is equal to 8 minus this Y. So 8 plus 6, 14 minus X plus Y. X plus Y is, here it is mistake. 14 minus OX OY. It is not 2 into, because minus OY minus OX. 8 plus 6 14 minus OX minus OY. OX OY are equal because this is external tangent from this point. The lines are equal. So minus 2 into OX. So when I solve this, 14 minus 10 is 4. 4 by 2 is 2. So both are 2. 2 is the in center of this circle. So that way, from the points we can find out lines, and we can find out in center, circumcenter, and all the things.